I recently posted a picture of some colored pencil blanks on Facebook, and I got a lot of questions as to how they were made, and it's super simple. So I'm not going to show you the whole process. I'm just going to show you how I did it here with the molds. Here's all the pieces. I've only made one pen out of it, or only turned one blank. And what I did was, when I cut the block, I cut it at an angle to give it a different look, and I used the two little corners, glued them together, and then I turned this blank out as a practice. So that's why I haven't made it into a pen. It looks cool, but I just haven't finished it. So what I did was I took this large cavity open mold, and I have a link in the description from Fred Wissen about these molds, so you can pick them up there. That's where I got it. And I just cut my colored pencils to fit across it, and I laid them all in there. And that's what you could see when this was in here, is they were all laid this way. And in one of my pictures, you'll notice a bunch of little pieces. That was the end that cut off. I just used that to fill it all in. So I laid them all in there, and then I just poured alumilite. You could use polyester resin or alumilite, it won't matter. And everyone was asking me how I kept it from floating and things like that. And what I do, because I use this mold for a lot of embedded casting, like anything really, pine cones or wood chips or whatever, colored pencils, is I always have this little piece of plywood. It's a 1/4 inch piece of plywood, and you can tell it's been used a lot because there's different colors all over it. But I just put this on here, and then this is what goes in my pressure pot. It's just my rack that I use. It fits right in. And with this plywood on here, it's a nice tight fit. And so what I do anytime I have something that'll float is I'll put it in that mold. It can only float up so far as the lid, so make sure it's nice and full. And then when you put it under pressure, it's embedded correctly. So once that was done and dried, which with alumilite it doesn't take very long, I pulled it out. I drew the lines on the block how I wanted, and I cut these blanks. So I can get a lot of different pieces out of this. I would say the one block here, depending on if you're making 2-piece or 1-piece pens, it's going to produce maybe up to 10-12 blanks. So not a hard process at all. Really, it's just put the pencils in, pour the resin or alumilite, and you're good to go. So it's pretty simple, kind of fun, and a unique look, so give it a try.